Alright, we're kicking off the week again with squats. I said last week that I figured out how to hold it differently so that it wouldn't bug my elbows as much. So I gave that a try today. So let's see how these warm ups go. My problem with the elbow doesn't really arise until I work up to the mid 300s. That's when the pain starts showing up. I did change where the bar rests in my hands though, so it does take tension off the setup. However, I think at this point, I'm simply unable to get a proper setup because how worn down my elbows have become from doing it improperly the last 2 weeks. A week is simply not enough for my elbows to recover, but at this stage, I have to push on. So, I was supposed to hit a triple today, but only managed one. I know I could have squeezed out the rest, but the bar was sliding off my back and they would have looked like absolute shit, so I decided to rack it.
Squats today were even worse than last week. But gotta finish.
I'm a high bar squatter most of the year, and I only switch over to low bar for meet prep because it allows me to put up more weight. I've only really gotten the hang of the low bar squat this year, and really only done it for a total of 4 months spread out this past year, whereas I've been high bar squatting for years now. These volume sets may look decent on film, but they felt absolutely horrible. One thing you guys gotta know about lifting is that it always looks better on film. My number one priority right now is to find a setup that allows me to rest it comfortably on my back without letting my elbows take the load. I know it's all in fixing my setup, but like I said, at this point, the pain is stopping me from even setting up properly. One thing I always teach to my clients and the people I coach is how important the setup is. You cannot go from bad position to good position. You must start in good position to lift optimally. I do pick up little details about low bar squatting every week though, so I'm going to remain optimistic. This exercise you guys see right here is a modified lateral raise that I use to target my supraspinatus specifically. It's just to strengthen that portion of my rotator cuff because I have that shoulder issue.
My hand's spazzing out.
Yeah.
I said in my last vlog that my back is getting stiff again and I'd be paying my massage guy a visit. Alex, my therapist, was nice enough to film some of the footage of my treatment for you guys to see. As you guys can see by me giving you guys the finger that I got my elbows treated as well. My low back gets incredibly stiff and no amount of manual massage or stretching can take the knots out, and this is the only thing that does it for me. My last meet prep was littered with injuries and I couldn't have gone through it without Alex's help. He does excellent work and I highly recommend him if you guys need any treatment done. He will take care of you and you'll leave feeling like $1,000,000.
Feel like a new man.
Hey,
Feel like a new man.
are you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave his information right here for you guys. Check him out.
This magic cream right here, man. For my elbows.
White. Is it blue?
Hmm?
Is it blue?
Like that's strong. Rudy, man, why am I fucked up, man? Everywhere.
Last week I showed you guys my lower body warm-ups, so today you'll be seeing my upper body warm-up. I begin with a series of 5 moves which are done for 10 repetitions each. This complex is called YWTL1s for the 5 different positions. This is meant to warm up the upper back and external rotators. Your posture and shoulders will feel amazing after you do it right. But just a heads up, it really, really burns if you do it properly. The key when doing this is to remain tight and keep tension around the shoulder and upper back, as well as not lifting your chest. So once again, you guys want to be tight all around and moving only at the shoulder joint. This last position is identical to the wall slide exercise if you are familiar with that. After I'm done that, I grab a light resistance band and I do 10 repetitions again of 4 different moves. The first one is the basic pull apart. Once I'm done that, I move on to the underhand pull apart. The key when doing these is to make sure that you tuck your elbow before you start and you squeeze and you hold it. I don't want these done fast. Since we're only doing 10 reps, I want quality reps. With the band dislocations, make sure you guys go all the way to the front of your hip and then touch your lower back. If you want good shoulder mobility, you got to make sure you go through the full range of motion. The final move that I do with the band is the face pull. You'll really feel these in your rear delts and your upper back and traps if you guys squeeze and hold that pause at the top. My upper body always gets incredibly tight, especially my chest, so I always make sure to stretch it before every workout. I hold these stretches for 30 to 60 seconds depending on how tight I am. Another key muscle group to stretch is your lats because they're involved in practically everything you do, and they also rotate your body inward if you're tight. Usual problem with my bench is my shoulder, but today it felt great. However, my left elbow felt super weak and unstable from the squats and treatment the previous day.
So my elbow's still achy, especially from treatment yesterday, so it's kind of giving out on me on the way down. The weight's not heavy, it just feels weak and unstable.
It kept wanting to cave in on the way down. I really had to focus on flaring my elbows out on the descent to prevent that. Flaring your elbow out is definitely something I don't recommend for benching at all.
I really have to flare out.
It was my left elbow that was bothering me in particular, and the elbow cups weren't cutting it today either. They didn't feel as tight, which I needed to give me support. You can really see by how slow I brought down the last warm-up set of 235 that I couldn't even focus on pressing the weight since I was so worried about my elbow collapsing in on me. I didn't know how I was going to hit the top set of the day, but I did figure out a solution, which you guys will see shortly.
Double cuff.
As you guys just saw, I was thrilled that I was able to hit that top set. And I'm very happy with how my bench is coming along despite the elbow issues that I've been having. The extra cuff made it tight enough that I had something to push out against on the way down, which in turn gave me the tightness and support that I needed.
We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team, man. One time to be alive.
Pause the shit.
I always make sure to include a pulling or rowing movement in on my pushing day to ward off any muscular imbalances, as well as keep my shoulders healthy. It's nice to have a wide back, which could be accomplished through chin-ups and pull-ups, but I feel a thick back is much more important. In order to achieve that, you need a tremendous amount of horizontal rowing volume. Remember, a guy with a big back is never weak.
Alright, guys, I have a dilemma, and I'm sure you gym goers can relate. I forgot my protein. I guess no anabolic window for me today. But life is all about appreciating what you do have, and I still have my donuts. So, life is
I
good.
usually work out in the afternoon, but today had to be a morning workout because I had some clients scheduled. I didn't get much sleep either the night before, but it wasn't anything that loud music and pre-workout couldn't help. You guys already know, straight to the dome. We don't need no shaker bottles around here. I was excited for today's workout because of the treatment I got done on my back on Tuesday. I thought I would be fully recovered by Friday, but I wasn't. My lower back still felt fatigued. I was still able to hit my top set though.
Fade, man. Shout out to my barber.
The deadlift is the lift that I definitely feel the most confident about every week. I could feel the fatigue of the meet prep creeping up on me though, and with just 3 more weeks of training where it's only going to get heavier each week, I've already started dropping the accessory exercises so I can focus my energy on the main lifts. Right now, it's all about picking moves that are the best bang for your buck in training economy. The dumbbell row is definitely one of those moves, and probably my favorite accessory exercise ever. With it being a single arm movement, you can get more range of motion as well as expose and work on any imbalances you may have. You don't want one side of your body being stronger than the other. Another great benefit is that it will build your grip strength. I haven't done these in months and I totally regret it because I can feel my grip getting weaker. These are definitely staying in for the rest of the prep.